Hey everyone, Tiffany here, and today we're going to talk about starting where you are. A lot of us get really discouraged when we want to do something that's really deep in our hearts to do, but we see everyone in the world doing it. You have people everywhere with online boutiques now, public speakers, actresses, models, singers, doctors, lawyers. Everyone is doing something. And the fact is, you want to do it too, but you don't know how, because in your head, it's millions of people doing this. Why would anybody pay attention to me doing the same thing? And I understand that. So today I'm going to talk to you about starting where you are, no matter what it is. When I started Uniqueli MADE, I was a college student. Broke college student. Didn't have a dime to my name. And didn't know where I was going to get it because I didn't have a job. And I'm disabled. So here I am about to graduate. And I just heard from the finance office that I owe money. And I didn't even know that I had a balance until 4 months before I was told to graduate. So here I am scrambling, trying to find a job, trying to find resources, because I didn't have any help. I couldn't go to my mom. She's a single mother. So we didn't have that type of money. So I went to the school's finance office and tried to see what I could do in a short amount of time to, get some help. There was nothing I could do. I went to the Career Service Center to see if I could get placed into some jobs and get interviews and all of that. Nothing. I went to my state's rehabilitation services asking for help to find work. The lady was like, well, you can either go to school or work. We can't help you with both. And it was like, I'm already in school. So, yeah, if you could help me with a job, that's perfectly fine. And she was like, well, in your field of study, nobody is going to hire for that. You could learn to do that on your own. So that left me with no help as well. So I didn't give up. I kept looking for jobs. Hoping and praying. I finally got an interview. called the rehabilitation services and told them, like, I got an interview, but I just need help with, preparing. My representative was like, well, if you got the interview, just go to the interview. Like, why are we helping you? You got an interview already. Again, no help. So I'm literally stuck. Like, I don't know what to do. My interview was in a completely different state. And we just needed paperwork to get squared away. But my rehabilitation services wasn't trying to help. So I was lost. So a few days passed. And I'm still stressed out. Not sure what am I going to do to pay off this balance, all these loans. And I was like, I can't be the only one going through this. So right then, I had an idea to start a resource blog to give resources and news and accommodations to help people like me. And I didn't know how I was going to do this because I didn't write anything down. I didn't have a business plan. This was just a spur of the moment idea. So nothing was written down. Nothing was set in stone. I went into researching and trying to figure out how I can get a free website, blog. I went through all these different platforms, free platforms for websites. Blogspot, Blogger, Tumblr, all of that. I went through it. And I started on Tumblr. And everything was good the first 3 to 5 months. And then that's when the self-doubt kicked in. Because as I kept going, I noticed there are so many people doing the same thing that I'm doing. I'm seeing businesses pop up. Organizations pop up that are doing the same thing that I'm doing. And these are people that I'm learning from as I'm going. And it's like, what would make people want to look at your site and look at what you're doing if they have these people that have been doing it for years with more organization, with more of a structure? Why would people look at what you have going on? So I got really discouraged. And I was like, you know what? No thanks. This is too much. Nobody's gonna look. I'm not gonna have any real support. Nobody's gonna care about my little old blog. Because it's so many people doing the same thing. And I quit. I quit. And I was like, nah, I'm not built for this. Like, I'm telling them the same things that they could get from other people with more structure and more organization and know what they're talking about more than I do. And again, I'm sorry for the way I sound. My sinuses are draining, and I'm trying to get over it. But yeah, like, I was so discouraged. I didn't know what I was going to do. So one day I had a conversation with my mom and some of my friends. And they were like, Tip, stop tripping. Like, this is what you were called to do. People will look at your site and listen to your information because you are one of them. You are relatable. You know the struggle. You've been there. You're going through it. So it's relatable. It's not someone just putting up information without a story behind it. You are one of them. You need these resources. You need these accommodations. You want to stay updated on the news about the disability community. So this is what you're called to do. And I took some time and I thought over what they were saying to me. And a few days later, I went into planning mode. This is where I wrote down everything. I came up with the name. The name is Uniquely Made, spelled with an I, because that is what I had been calling myself since 2010. And I launched Uniquely Made, the blog, in 2013. So I decided to call it Uniquely Made because I'm a unique person with unique motivations, unique ambitions, unique determination, and I'm very empowered. I'm empowered every day that I wake up. So this was important to me. And I know that every single disabled person is the same way. They may not feel it right now. They might not see it right now. But it's true. It's there. So it was very important to me to name it Uniquely Made. I then came up with the brand's mission, the brand's colors, the meaning behind the colors, the aesthetic for the brand and everything. I still had no idea where it was going to go, what it was going to do, anything. But I had written down the main focus. And my goal is to help the disabled community, men and women, with their personal and professional development. And let them know that no matter what, or no matter how they have to do something, just because it's done differently doesn't mean it can't be done. So, no matter what you want to do, and no matter how many people are doing it, Start where you are. It's no amount of money, no amount of talent, nothing of the sort can stop you as long as you have it in your heart, in your head, that you can do something. It doesn't matter how many people are doing it. Get on that computer, laptop, phone, tablet, iPad, whatever you have. Research, study, start. Because somebody out there needs what you're going to provide. Because you're relatable too. Okay, y'all. That's today's podcast episode. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.